undefined, soul's desire. You don't even know what you did. Now I'm on fire, fire, burning, burning out of control, taking me higher, higher, a feeling I can't hold on my own.
Holidays. Well, we're not quite there yet, but we're getting very close. Welcome to My Psychic Connection. I'm Innerji The Metaphysical Crone, and yes, I'm here with some Christmas fun this evening leading up to our beautiful Christmas holidays. So a little bit more of a bell there for you. Okay, so I'm excited to be here. I hope you are too. I'm in the Christmas spirit. I hope you're getting into the Christmas spirit as well. So, of course, it's all about Christmas. And as you might see from my background, I'm in Australia, and Amanda Town goes, yay, energy, lots of hearts and smiles. Thank you so much. So I'm in summer at the moment. We're having a sweltering afternoon here, but I'm going to pretend I'm in the beautiful snow to cool me down. So let's talk about what's happening with our readings tonight. Of course, there is the 2-minute free reading, and when that bell goes, this little elf is zipping its lips, but you can also choose from other types of readings. But first, I want to talk about the no-go zones. So the first no-go zone is that we don't do general readings, but only on the live shows. You can have a general reading, and if you would like one, you can go to mypsychicconnection.com and book in there with one of our amazing readers that we have on that platform. The reason we don't do the general readings here on the live show is because sometimes information that will come up that you don't want the world to know about, and it can take a little bit of time to delve into the meat of those general questions. The other no-go zones we have are no medical, health or pregnancy, and definitely no legal or law-related questions. Our platform goes out to the entire world. There are different laws there, so we stay away from that. And from your perspective, it is best to go to the professionals. When you ask a question, please make it as specific as possible. A bit of context, a bit of background around what you're asking, which means I can dive straight in to looking at what the cards reveal for you. Now, the other thing I wanted to say about going over to mypsychicconnection.com is if you book in for a reading there, you will get the first 3 minutes free. Now, that is awesome value. So make sure you can go over there and get your general readings done, as well as any other type of reading as well. But here on the show, specific questions, no generals, no health, no medical. The other thing that's going to be happening when we return from the holidays in January is we are going to be donating back into different charities. A charity will be chosen for the month, and $1 from each donation will be given to that charity. Now, talking about donations for the night, you've got some great choices here. There is the quick reading, which is time-stamped. Then we have the mini, the mediumship, and the mega. None of those are timed. They take as long as they take. And with the mega reading, it's called mega for a reason, because you can ask up to about 4 questions and they don't even have to be on the same topic. So I encourage you, if you would like a longer, more in-depth reading, click on that donation button in the chat or the comments, put in your question, and that will take you up to the top of the queue as well. Now, we've got some great fun and games tonight. Yes, we've got our crystal connection competition, we've got our mystic moment, but tonight I'm adding in something a little bit extra. I'm going to do some Santa's secret messages from me. I'm your psychic elf on the shelf tonight. No, I'll stick with my normal voice, I think. So make sure that you do that. And of course, we've got the emoji game. Now, the emoji game starts right now. So start keying in emojis. Show me Christmas emojis. Show me kangaroos. Show me your favorite emojis, because the person who keys in the most emojis will win a special divination reading from me. So I think I've covered it all. This little elf is ready to get started. So who do we have for the first question tonight? And we have Diana. Hi, Diana. Lovely to see you here. And Diana asks, when will Jay and I be in a relationship? So let me shuffle my deck. I'm using a special Christmas deck tonight and see what is revealed for you. Will you and Jay be in a relationship? And I'm just looking between now and March next year. And I'm not seeing any change happening between now and March next year, I'm sorry to say. I have the High Priestess card revealed. I feel that you know in your heart what the situation truly is, but you're still wishing and hoping that it will change. I feel that things have become very defensive. I've got this Six of Wands here, and you can see he's got his wand up and he's defending against. So I feel like you're both not on the same page to be in a relationship or to move forward in a relationship. But I've also got the Sun card here. Now, the Sun is going to bring a little bit of light and joy. And this is for you, Diana. This is about you finding the joy in your own life first, whether it's to be in a relationship with Jay in the future past March or whether it is with someone else. You need to come from a positive, joyful outlook about where you are in your own life. And finally, I've got the Empress card reversed. So I'm feeling that when will you be in a relationship with Josh? I don't see it until after March, if at all. Let's add a tea coin. What would it be without my tea coins? And I've got the gravestone. I feel that for you, don't put too much energy into this. Don't keep wishing and hoping, because at the moment, it seems to be on a downward spiral, not an upward spiral. And I'm so sorry to give you that news around that relationship. But thank you so much for your question. I really do appreciate it. It's never easy receiving difficult news from anyone in whatever circumstance. It can hit at our heart, but sometimes we have to, and this is for everybody, this is not just for Diana, this is for everybody. Sometimes we just have to sort of face the reality of what's around us and make the best of it. But anyway, this is my Christmas show, so I'm going to get back into my elf on the shelf psychic mode of being happy and fun. Let's take our next question, please. Who do we have? And we have Gemma. Hi, Gemma. It is so lovely to see you here again. And Gemma says, a discussion with Adam over a misunderstanding led me to bring up things I'm not happy about. On social media or with some friends, he's not open about me or calls me his girlfriend. He said, and the next part of the question, he said, social media isn't real life and I get him in his private life. It got heated and it's rare that we argue. Will he now end things between us? First time I really felt unsure if he will or not. Well, let's have a look at this relationship moving forward for you, Gemma. I'm going to pull a card for the relationship. I'm going to pull a card for obstacles in this relationship, and I'm going to pull a card for the positives. And I'm using a relationship deck for this. Okay. I feel that I've got the Four of Cups, and this is really representing you. I feel that this relationship is much more positive than you think it is. I feel that all of your fears keep coming to the surface. And my dear, it is about you confronting yourself and dealing with those fears and less about what Adam is doing or not doing. That will help build your confidence to really look at where things are at. With this card, I see you here. You're kind of on your own, looking away, and everyone else is enjoying life around you. It's about you finding your joy with yourself and in this relationship. The obstacles are, I've got the King of Swords reversed. And what I'm seeing here is that you're feeling uncertain because no major decisions about your future with Adam have been made or have even been discussed. So maybe that is a conversation that needs to be had. And then the moving forward part, I've got the Eight of Wands reversed. I feel like you are trying to push this relationship a little bit, and with good reason. I understand where your heart is at, but you've got to let it grow in its time. Now, I know you've been together for a while. The love is well and truly there. And I feel that if you keep doubting Adam, he's going to start doubting, and that will interfere with the capacity for this. There's the bell. I hope you found that to be of help, Gemma. Thank you so much for your question. And, you know, this is for everyone, learning to trust our partners, learning to trust that what they're saying is true for us, and knowing when to use our intuition to maybe check it out, not trust. You know, it's a really fine line to walk sometimes. And I always say to people, when it comes to relationships, get your facts. Don't make assumptions. Don't assume someone's thinking something or feeling something. Get the facts of the matter. And I come back to that old cherry that I always bring up, communication in relationships. Well, tonight it's all about Christmas and Yule. Now, Christmas can mean different things to different people. For people who follow a strong Christian path, it's about the birth of Jesus Christ and celebrating the birth. For people who follow a secular Christmas, it's about getting together with family, gathering with family, and having some happy times, reconnecting. And then for other belief systems, like a pagan belief system, it can be about what is going on with the seasons. So we're coming up to the winter solstice, for example, and we are having Yule coming up as well, which is another name for Christmas, by the way. It's a more ancient name, but more about that later. Let's go on to our next question, please. Who do we have? And we have Verinda. Hi, Verinda. Verinda says, hello, I'm having a weird anxiety regarding my connection with NT. No contact. Is it just random? Thank you for your time. All right, well, let's have a look at this lack of contact and see what is going on there and whether it might return, because I'm sure that's what you're really, really asking. So let's have a look. I feel there have been some things going on between you and NT, and I feel that there are things that are not being discussed that needs to be discussed. But with NT, I feel like they're kind of busy on their own stuff at the moment. I've got that Knight of Wands, and they're kind of putting themselves out there. They're busy, they're active, they're doing, and you are part of that, but not close enough, if that makes sense. I feel that you've become quite defensive because I've got the 9 of Wands here, and he's been guarding these wands. You want this to move forward. You want this connection to move forward, but there seems to be a disconnect somewhere. This seems to be, it's like you're on 2 different pages completely at the moment. That's the feeling that I'm getting. And I feel like you're being very indecisive because I've got the Queen of Wands reversed. And when it comes to actually trying to contact NJ, you're kind of holding back, waiting for NJ to do it. But I've got, and Verinda says, very true. Thank you for that feedback, Verinda. But I've got the World card here. I don't think this is going to be an ongoing thing. I think communication will open up again. I feel it will get back on track. In fact, I feel that communication will be even better. But I feel that you need to be the one that opens that door. Let's do a 2 coin and see what we have. And we've got the dog. So the dog is all about friendship, loyalty, and companionship. So I do see that there is a foundation to this connection that is there, but it may not just be in the space that you want it to be right now. I do hope you found that to be of help. Thank you so much for your question. And make contact, make contact. All right, let's see. What else can I tell you about? And Miss Collins 91 says, I love your outfit. Yes, I felt I had to come all Christmassy today and, you know, get into that Christmas spirit and get that little Saki guff on the shelf. And Verinda says, thank you so much. My sweet, you are so very, very welcome. Now, here are some other facts about Christmas. Did you know that the word Christmas comes from the Old English phrase that's Latin, I think it's Latin or Old English, that says Christus Mass. And that means Christ's Mass, hence becoming Christmas. So a little bit of a tidbit there. Also, in Victorian times in the UK, the festive traditions, many of them were birthed there in modern times, if you can think of the Victorian era as a modern time, things like giving Christmas cards, things like gift giving, and, you know, pulling crackers, that came from the Victorian era as well. I love looking at the history of Christmas, and I hope you do too. Okay, let's go on to our next question, please. Who do we have? Oh gosh, we've got the beautiful, Crystal Connection is where we're at. Fantastic. So time for our crystal connection game. Now, I'm a bit of a prankster around Christmas, so you might be aware I do pranks every now and then. But tonight's crystal connection, I want you to choose or guess the crystal that you think that I have chosen. This crystal is beautiful. It's a very popular crystal. So I want you to start keying in which crystal you think I have chosen, and the winner will receive a free divination reading from me using my crystal deck and actual crystals. So start keying in. Now, while you're doing that, I'm going to talk about another crystal while we're waiting to see if we have a winner. And the crystal I want to talk about tonight is black moonstone. The reason I'm talking about it tonight is we have the new moon in Sagittarius at the moment. It occurred today at, what time was it? At about 6:32 p.m. And so black moonstone is a crystal that I love to use around the new moon, because when we look up in the sky, we can't see it. So the dark crystal kind of fits that new moon energy. And being a moonstone, it is really, really beautifully connected to moon energy, to that divine feminine. And it's also connected to the waning moon as well. So I find this an awesome crystal to use. It's helpful with dreams, it's helpful with connection, it's helpful with meditation, and it's helpful with grounding. And there we go. We have our winner. Congratulations, Amanda. Yes, the winning crystal is the beautiful selenite. And this is my beautiful selenite sword. This is another wonderful crystal for moon energy. I love using this for the full moon. It's a high vibration stone. It connects us to our spiritual guides, to our angels, to the source, whatever name you like to use. So congratulations, Amanda. I am going to do a special reading for you with my crystal deck and my crystals. So let me shuffle the deck and see. And Amanda goes, yay! So let me see what cards I have for you tonight. Here we go. Oh, Amanda, you won't. I'm going to do two cards because you will not believe the first one that came out. Would you believe? Selenite. So this is the crystal for you at the moment, my dear. This is about you really connecting spiritually, and also not just connecting spiritually with spirit guides, but also with your own spirit, your own higher self, soul, whatever name you like to use. I feel that it's about you raising your vibration now, consciously and mindfully starting to raise your vibration so that you are shining out your light in the best possible way. And Amanda says, wow, so cool, isn't it? Synchronicity and spirit at work. So selenite, it's a light energy. It's a vibration. It's a super healing energy. This is a wonderful crystal to use with the crown chakra for making that connection, and the third eye chakra. This is a crystal that never needs cleansing. So for you, using this crystal will be great if you want to do a bit of an energy cleanse for yourself. The second card I have out for you is hematite, and this is about grounding and what you want to bring into reality. So if you think of selenite as the connection to bring in the information, and then the hematite grounds it in reality so that you can take action on the messages that are coming through. So I kind of see this balance between the light and the shadow with you at the moment. Let's add a crystal to that and see what we have. And I've got a beautiful amethyst. It's all about spirit for you at the moment, Amanda, because amethyst is another wonderful crystal for spiritual connection. I use this as an all-round healer. I use it for spiritual healing, physical healing, emotional healing, and you can too. So I feel the overall message for you is start to connect, raise your vibration. I recommend doing some meditation or sitting quietly so that you can get those messages coming through, and then you can take that practical action with the hematite and then the amethyst, drawing it all together. Congratulations on being tonight's Crystal Connection winner. And Amanda says, amethyst is my favorite. I know, isn't it awesome? I adore amethyst. Okay, so thank you so much. And don't forget, we've still got the emoji game going. So keep putting in those Christmas emojis, kangaroos, favorite emojis, because later on in the show, I'll be doing another prize of a divination reading. Okay, let's go to our next question. Who do we have, please? And we have Sadie. Hello, Sadie. Sadie asks, are the guys and I going to have a nice Christmas together? Will our trip go smoothly? Well, let's have a look for you. Having a nice Christmas time and the trip going smoothly. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay. I think there's going to be a few hiccups in regard to this trip in particular. I've got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So I feel that with this trip, there's a few adjustments that you're going to have to make along the way. Whatever it is that you've planned, there's going to be a little bit of tweaking that needs to be done so that it can work more smoothly. I feel that if you don't, it's not going to work out for you terribly well because I've got that Three of Swords. So just be aware at the plans you've made, the arrangements you've made, cross the T's and dot the I's and make sure that everything is organized and ready rather than just going with a happy-go-lucky outlook, which we're all inclined to do at this time of year. And Sadie says, oh, man, Sadie, don't worry about it too much. That Ace of Pentacles reversed, it's only little things. It's not anything major. So how will you and the guys have a good time? This is the next question. I feel you will. I feel you will. I feel once you get past this, everything will be fine. And Sadie says, that makes so much sense. We'll keep an eye out for little troubles. Yeah, it's little things, nothing major. So just be aware of that. And Sadie says, yay. But I think it will go smoothly for you once you get past those little tweaks that need to be made before you leave. And let's have a look at, I've got the triangle, and the triangle always says to me, yeah, clear path ahead once you've got that sorted out. So I hope you have a wonderful trip. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. And thank you so much for your question. And that was a really good example of a detailed question that gives a little bit of meat, a little bit of juice for me to dive into. And Sadie says, we will. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. Now, I said before I was going to do some Santa's secret messages. So I'm going to do a little Santa's secret message for the collective right now. So I'm going to be the elf on the shelf for Santa, and I am going to draw a card for everyone. Here we go. And we've got the Knight of Cups. So Santa's secret message is saying, for you for this Christmas, make sure that you don't get overly emotional. Don't get so caught up in the stress and the organizing and all the get-togethers that you get emotionally overwhelmed and that it gets too stressful for you. Santa says that turn that card the right way up and come from your heart. Come from your heart this Christmas. Share the love, receive the love back. Santa says, will you be naughty or nice? I think you will be nice. So a little bit of a Santa's secret message for the collective tonight. I hope you found that enjoyable and helpful. Okay, let's go to our next question, please. And Alexa says, you look so cute, Innerji. Oh, thank you. These are my little elf feet. There we go, my little elf feet. Got to get into the Christmas spirit. Okay, who do we have next, please? And we have Amanda. Amanda says, hi, beautiful Innerji, and some hearts. Thank you. My question is, what do I need to work on most at this time for my growth and wellness in this journey? Thank you so much, love. Oh, love back to you. Well, let's look at your growth because wellness kind of goes into health and I don't go there. So let's have a look at what you need to do for your ongoing growth for this journey that you are taking. So let's see what Santa's cards have to say for you. Oh, it's time for you to step out, Amanda. It is definitely time for you to step out. I've got the Four of Pentacles reversed. No more holding back. No more holding back. No more holding back your skill sets, your gifts. It is time for you to step out and actually start doing. That will improve your growth on the journey that you are taking. If you keep everything closed in and hidden, people don't know that you've got it, don't know you know how to do it, don't know that you're there to help. So I feel it is about you being big and brave and standing up there and saying, this is who I am and this is what I am offering. The other card I have for you, my dear, in terms of your growth, this is a little bit of shadow work. We've got the Five of Cups here, and I feel that you actually have to look at what's been taken away or what's been lost, and come to terms with it, knowing that you still have plenty of reserves there with the Two of Cups behind you. I feel that your journey is changing. It's not that it's a brand new journey, but it is taking some different twists and turns that will lead you forward in a much more positive way. And I feel that you've just got to look back at what has been, what hasn't worked, and let it go so that you are fresh, starting anew, continuing with this journey. I also have the High Priestess reversed. I actually think that you've got quite good psychic abilities. I feel like you've got good intuition, and I feel that you're not fully using those. So much more I wanted to say about that. Thank you so much for your question, Amanda, and you are on a journey. Now, just a reminder, if you are happy with any of the readings that you've had here tonight, or any of the readings for any of the psychics here at My Psychic Connection, don't forget you can leave feedback. You can leave a review by going to journeyryanlive.com/reviews and pop your feedback in there. We would love to hear from you because you are part of our My Psychic Connection family. And Amanda says, thank you, hun. Amanda, my sweet, you are just so, so welcome. Now, a little bit more about Christmas facts. Did you know that Christmas trees haven't been around for eons? Christmas trees actually started coming into use, started being cut down and put up back in the 16th century in Germany. And what people would do then in the 16th century, which is what, 1500s, they would actually decorate fir trees with fruit and nuts. And then as time went on, they later included sweets. Oh, a Christmas tree filled with sweets. Now there's a temptation. And the other little tidbit that I find really interesting is the name Santa Claus. The name Santa Claus comes from the Dutch word Sinterklaas. Not sure if I'm saying that correctly, Sinterklaas. And what that means is Saint Nicholas. Now, Saint Nicholas was someone who actually lived in the Netherlands, and he was a Christian bishop, and he became known for his wonderful generosity, giving gifts. And so he got the nickname Sinterklaas. So there we go. So today, Santa Claus actually has a reality base way back in time, in the 4th century, actually. So another little bit of Christmas trivia. Okay, let's go on to our next question. Who do we have, please? And we have Audrey. Audrey asks, hi, Innerji. Oh, thank you for kangaroos, Audrey. Really appreciate them. And Audrey asks, can you tell me if some kind of job opportunity may come my way, or what type of work I should maybe start looking for? All right, I'm going to shuffle my deck and look at job opportunities and types of jobs. Here we go. Well, I'm going to say first off, there is job opportunities there for you, but you have to grab them. You have to reach out and grab them. I've got the Ace of Swords. So I feel that job opportunities are there. I feel, how can I put this? I feel that you can't be too choosy is what I'm going to say to you. You can't be too picky about the jobs. If the reason that you are looking for work is a financial one, then you sometimes need to take on jobs that you don't like in order to meet the financial commitments. So have a little bit of think about that. If you widen your search, jobs are there for you. I've also got the King of Pentacles reversed, and I feel like, yes, you want to do it, but you're not actively putting yourself out there. You're not out there enough. You're not applying for enough jobs. You're not looking hard enough. And I'm sorry if this sounds harsh, but the job isn't going to come along if you don't put the effort in, if you don't make it happen. This is about you, Audrey, manifesting. Get that energy out there and manifest what it is that you need. I've then got the Emperor card, and I feel that, yes, you will get a job. I feel that this is a job where you won't be working inside the home. I feel it will be quite a traditional job that you will take on, and I feel it will be part-time. I've also got the 10 of Pentacles reversed as well. So this is saying to me, I don't see that this job that is coming is going to be for the long term. I feel it's something that is going to tide you over. So it is about putting yourself out there, looking at why you are looking for a job, when you want to. Ah, the bell. I got the bell. Should I do a Destiny K? I'll do it with my elf voice. Oh, that was dangerous, wasn't it? We won't do that one again. Okay. So I want to talk a little bit more about the new moon in Sagittarius that is happening right now. When we have a new moon, it's about starting something new. So this is a great time to start new projects. It's a great time to think about new things that you want to do or that you want to bring into your life and start planning for them. Now, the new moon in Sagittarius is an expansive moon. It's a moon of seeking. It's a moon of taking yourself. Teddy FM says, Miss Innerji, that was as funny as hell. Look, I've done my job tonight if I have made you laugh, Teddy. I've definitely done my job. That's what it's all about, Christmas silliness and fun. And Sagittarius is all about fun as well. Yes, I'm a Sag, by the way. So with this Sagittarius energy, it's about going beyond and expanding what you might normally want to begin or what you might normally want to do. So this is a great positive energy at the moment for this new moon in Sagittarius. Okay, let's go on to our next question, please. Oh, it's the lightning round. Let's see how lightning I can be tonight. So with the lightning round, you can start keying in your questions. They must be yes or no questions. So not why did this happen? How will this happen? What will happen? It's like, will this happen? Won't this happen? Those are the only ways you can ask those questions. And I will give you the answer of yes, no, or undetermined. And the reason that we have undetermined is because sometimes spirit doesn't want you to know. Sometimes you're not meant to know. We're not meant to know the outcome of everything all the time. So that's sometimes I will get this sense of no, there's no message here, it's undetermined. So start keying in those questions. You can ask as many questions as you want for this round. It lasts for 3 minutes. So start keying them in and I will do my best to get a yes or a no or an undetermined. And being a Sag, that is so difficult for me. You might have gathered by now, I like to talk. I'm a chatty Cathy. So yes or no or undetermined is really, really hard for me to stick to. But I'm going to use my Capricorn rising self-discipline. Norma Brown asks, does Dee love me? No. Jocelyn asks, do you see me getting a permanent shift at work? Ooh. Yes. Teddy FM, is Mac gonna cause problems? Oh, yes. Lynn asks, will I get a job very soon? No, when there's more to say. Jenny asks, will my boss give me a Christmas bonus? No. Kat asks, did Jeff like my last message? Undetermined. Amanda asked, is something evil, dark attached to me? No, 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 no. Taylor asks, should I let Sadie live with me for a month until she moves to Florida? No. Norma, will Dee and I ever be together again? Oh, undetermined. Jocelyn asks, will I travel abroad next year? No. Sadie asks, is Wildflower happy? Yes. I'll just say N because I don't want to mess up your name. Will my new career do well in January 2024? Yes. Jenny asks, will I ever be in a relationship with Everton? Undetermined. Amanda asks, can I trust B and S? No. Jocelyn asks, will I get a permanent shift at part-time at work? Oh, undetermined and more to say. Shantae asks, will A continue our relationship the way it used to be? No. Norma asks, will I find a part-time job after the new year? No. Alexa asks, will I ever have the visitation dream I've been asking for from my fiance? Undetermined. Amanda asks, will my family be happy this Christmas? Yes. Jocelyn asks, will hubby and I buy our investment property? Oh, undetermined. Jenny asks, will I travel home to Belize within 6 months from now? No. Mila asks, will I get a banking job? Yes. Jan says, will next year be better for me? Yes, more to say. Amanda said, is my hearing being opened up more? Yes, 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 and yes. Jocelyn asks, will I get financial freedom next year? No. Wow, so many great questions. Thank you, and so much more to say. And of course, if you would like a longer, more in-depth reading, of course, you can donate. You can donate for a quickie, a mini, a mediumship, or a mega. And you do that by clicking the link button in the chat and putting in your question. And of course, that will jump you to the top of the queue, and that will guarantee that you'll also get a reading tonight as well, because the free readings are all done in order and there is no guarantee of a free reading. So just remember that. Okay. Wow, that was good fun. I enjoyed that. And Teddy says, you're quick with it. Oh, look, it's that Sagittarius energy. I'm flying on fire tonight. Thank you, Teddy. All right, let's take our next question. Who do we have? And we have Kat. Kat asks, how is Jay's marriage going? He just got married, yet he still wants to see me. I'm just really confused. Oh, Kat, I don't blame you. I would be confused too. So I'm going to use my relationship deck for this one and see how it looks. Why is he wanting to see you when he's just newly married? Oh. Look, I've got all the cards reversed for this, which is really interesting. I've got the Six of Wands reversed, and I feel that kind of wants his cake and eat it at the same time. So it's a little bit of an ego thing as well that I'm feeling with this person. I feel like, you know, they need to feel attractive to others. They need flattery. And I feel that you kind of give that to him to a certain extent, but you have your boundaries, and it's about you sticking to those boundaries. I've also got the Six of Pentacles reversed. I feel that this connection moving forward is not a healthy one if you both choose to move forward with it. With that Six of Pentacles reversed, there's no give and take here. There's no reason to have give and take. And I feel that no action should be taken. I feel like you should say no. Whatever comes up in terms of suggestions, and I think there will be suggestions. The other card I have is the Three of Wands reversed. Should you choose to connect with this person in a way that is not appropriate or not safe or healthy in terms of healthy emotionally, I feel that it won't work. It won't work. It will just fall in a heap. I would not touch it with a barge pole if I were you. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. That's an opinion, but I'm giving it to you as a little bit. The cards are kind of saying that as well. It's a deep dive into a difficult can of worms, this one. And I've also got the Three of Pentacles reversed, and I feel like there's no real action going on at the moment. There's no real anything happening. You're the one that has to set the boundaries. You're the one that has to decide how this will move. Wow, right on the bell for that one. I do hope you found it to be of help. Thank you so much for your question. I really appreciate it. Now, of course, we're talking about Christmas, but the older aspect of Christmas is called Yule, and we also have the winter solstice. Now, the winter solstice this year happens on the 21st of December. And what the winter solstice is about, it's about being the longest night of the year and the shortest day. And so after we have this longest night and shortest day, I always mix that up, then after that, the days will slowly start to get longer and longer. The light will be there for longer. We'll have a little bit more daylight than we have at the moment. Now, the winter solstice, it's been around for a millennia. It's very, very old. A lot of times this is based on where the earth is. Like on the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere, the earth tilts away from the sun. So that is why we have that longest night. Now, here in Australia where I am, it's the opposite. we have the summer solstice. So what does the summer solstice mean? It's about the rebirth of the sun. The actual word solstice means to stand still. So it's almost like the point where the sun stands still and then it comes back into shining its light more strongly, its strength more strongly as well. So a little bit about winter solstice. Let's take our next question. This little elf's getting tongue-tied with excitement. And it's mystic moment. Oh, no, it isn't. It's Teddy. No, it's mystic moment. Pranks are being played tonight because it's Christmas time. It's Christmas time and it's mystic moment. All right. Tonight's mystic moment, I thought I would do something a little bit different. I thought I would talk about the numerology for Christmas Day because let's face it, it's a big day. For some people, it's a very happy day. For other people, it can be a bit challenging and a bit stressful. So I thought I would look at the numerology for Christmas Day, which of course is the 25th of December, 2023. When we add up all the numbers and reduce them down to a single digit, we have the number 8. Now, this is a great number for groups. It's a great number for doing things with other people. It has an energy of success and joy. It's a very active energy. So energies will be high on Christmas Day. I also feel that it's a day where being organized in the morning before you have to go out and do stuff, if you've got to go and visit family members or they're coming to you, make sure you're up early and get organized so that you can just enjoy the day, enjoy the success and the achievement around gathering the family together, gathering friends together, reconnecting perhaps with friends and family that you haven't seen or spoken to in a while. It is a great day for manifesting what you want. So be aware of that. Now, there is a downside. I always talk about the shadow side when it comes to numerology. And so just be aware that things can get a little bit too controlled. So, if the kids want to run amok in the backyard a little bit, let them have some spontaneity in the day, because the best laid plans of mice and men can go astray. So go with the flow. But overall, a really positive energy for Christmas Day. I encourage you to harness it and have an awesome time. So that's tonight's mystic moment, a little bit of Christmas Day numerology. So I think we should go on to our next question. Who do we have, please? And we have Teddy. Teddy asks, is our van going to survive for the next month or two, or should we fix her? Or just replace her? But I don't want to get rid of her. She's been a home before. She's our baby. She's just struggling. Oh, look. Her name is Betsy. Well, let's ask how Betsy might travel over the next couple of months. And I understand completely. My car, I call her the little red roadster. I've had her for over 30 years and I don't want to let her go. So I understand where you're coming from, Teddy. So let's put out some cards and see. I'm going to look at December and I'm going to look at January. I'm going to look at the obstacles and I'm going to look at what's positive. All right, I feel for December, I feel you'll get through the rest of this month okay. You've just got to treat her carefully. You've just got to be gentle with her. Give her a little bit of love and care as you drive her. But I do feel that you will get through December without having to do anything. January, I feel, is the month where you're going to have to make some big decisions about Betsy. I think you're going to have to decide what are the best options for you, whether to repair her or whether to give her time out and have a rest and get a new vehicle. I feel the obstacles that you have are, she's tough but well loved. Yeah. I feel the obstacles that you have. Now, this is going to sound a little bit silly because we're talking about a vehicle, but getting past the emotion of it, because she's been your home. She's not just a vehicle that you drive. She's not just a car or a van. This is part of who you are. And she gives you the freedom that you absolutely adore in life. And so I feel that making the judgment around this is going to be a hard call for you. The positive side, and Teddy says yes with beautiful hearts. The positive side is that you've got a little bit of time up your sleeve. With that 8 of Wands reversed, it's like you can slow down a little bit. But I really feel that you should take this month of December to really look at what is needed. Look at the options. Do a bit of research as to... Wow, we got the bell. We got the bell. Isn't that wonderful, cars are like extensions of ourselves at times, aren't they? the types of car we drive or the type of van we drive, the color we choose for our car. Like I have a red car. Now, believe it or not, I'm not a person who wears red very often, but I tell you what, I think I've changed my mind after being Elf on the Shelf tonight. And so I've got this red car, but she's vibrant. She's a little roadster. She gives me freedom and takes me places. And Teddy said, letting her rest is a good point. We'll think of what's best for her. Thank you, gorgeous elf lady. Teddy, mwah. Thank you to you too, and thank you for that feedback. Okay, let's go to our next question. Who do we have, please? And we have JMC. Let's have a look at your question. Hi there. Will my next relationship be with a new person or my recent past relationship person, please? Oh, so we've got a this or that kind of approach. So I'm going to use the relationship deck. I'm going to have a look at what things would look like if you got back together with that person from your past relationship, and what would it look like if you went into a relationship with someone new, because at the end of the day, that's a free will choice. So let's have a look. So past relationship and new relationship. I feel that for you, I feel your heart's still in the past relationship. I've got the 7 of Cups reversed, and I feel that in your heart, that's still the one. You don't feel it's finished yet. You don't feel it's resolved, and you would like that one to resurrect. Now, the other card I've got is the 8 of Cups, and unfortunately, I don't see it being resurrected in the near future. She's packed, she's ready to go, she's down in the dumps. So I do feel that going back with this previous relationship moving forward is not necessarily going to be in your best interests as things stand now. Let's have a look at a new person coming into your life. I have the 8 of Pentacles reversed. I feel you're not ready. I feel if you want to have a new person come into your life, you've got to deal with this past relationship and let go of it, and you haven't let go yet. And hanging on to this will interfere with anyone new coming in. The other card I have is the 2 of Pentacles, and I just see you juggling. I just see you this or that, make up my mind, this or that. And I feel my little elfies want to do that for you as well. So I feel like moving forward, it's about you really looking at what you need to let go of. And then from that point, if you want to go into a relationship with that past person with this new heart, this new viewpoint without the old baggage, and they don't have the old baggage, then that is worth pursuing. But oh, so much I wanted to say on that. I do hope you found that helpful. And thank you very much for your question. I think I should do another quick Santa secret. So let me get my Santa secret out. Okay, let's do a Santa secret. And don't forget, keep putting those emojis in because the winner will be announced soon. And I'll be doing a reading for the winner with the most emojis. But let's do a single Santa card. And we've got the 9 of Pentacles. Santa's secret message is saying, make sure you get a little bit of time out for yourself this Christmas so that you don't get overwhelmed. We can get overwhelmed with going out for drinks, parties, getting organized, get-togethers, and getting those little moments of rest will really, really help as you move through the Christmas period. Now, this is for the collective, not just for any one person. So be aware that having this time out is going to rejuvenate you, is going to strengthen you. It's going to put you in the right Christmas spirit to be able to go to all those parties and get-togethers with families and friends. But having that little bit of time out to do what you need for you is going to be really important. That is what Santa's secret message says. Okay, I hope you found that to be helpful. And I'm just going to stop and take a breath because I've just been racing through it tonight, haven't I? My little reindeer have been out there in the sleigh, and I've been wanting to get in there and go sleigh racing. Okay, here we go. We've got our emoji winner. Yay! Congratulations, Amanda. Amanda, you are the emoji contest winner. Woohoo! All right, so for the emoji contest, I'm going to do something completely different. I had a deck that just arrived a little bit earlier today. It's called the Healing Hearts deck. So I'm going to draw some cards from that for you, Amanda, to see what your message is. Here we go. And Amanda goes, yay! And I go, yay! Okay. Oh my goodness, considering we've been talking about selenite and amethyst and all sorts of things tonight, this is about the divinely connected heart. Amanda, this is about you coming from your heart, not your head. We are divinely connected through our heart. So any journey that you are taking, that you are wanting to move forward on, the twists and turns, make sure that you are connected in your heart space and you're not coming just from your head. That is really, really important for you moving forward. It's also about, how can I put this? It's also about facing some emotions as well and letting them go. That's the other thing that came through with that particular card for me. The other card is don't give up on love. It's the heart of not giving up on love. Now, this isn't just love in regard to romantic relationships. Don't give up on love in any of its forms, whether it be family, friends, or love for oneself. Amanda, my sweet, you give yourself a hard time. You really do. And I feel like you just need to ease up. Come from your own heart. Tell yourself that you love yourself. Not easy to do. It takes practice, but I encourage you to do that. And the third one I have for you is have the resilient heart. You do have a heart that bounces back. You do have resilience. And this is a beautiful card. It's time for you to rebuild emotionally. And by rebuilding emotionally, you are also opening up your spiritual connection as well, because that comes from the heart, not just the head. So overall, working on your heart space, letting go of some of the things that you need to let go of, really divinely connecting through your heart. So I would suggest meditation on the heart chakra and opening up to spirit that way. Congratulations on being tonight's emoji winner. And I do hope you enjoyed my new deck. Amanda says, everyone tells me that I am too hard on myself. You are. You're your own worst critic. You know, no one can give you a harder time than you give yourself. So, and that goes for everybody. We all have a tendency to give ourselves a little bit of a hard time more than anyone else will. So be aware of that. This is everyone. Over Christmas, be more gentle with yourself. Be more kind to yourself. Give yourself the gift of loving yourself. Give yourself the gift of nurturing yourself. Really, really important, because you're beautiful. Every single one of you is beautiful. Okay, let's go on to our next question, please. Who do we have? And we have Mila. Mila asks, in my present relationship, what are his feelings about our relationship, about me, and does he want to continue? So let's have a look at this relationship moving forward for you, Mila. I love your name, by the way. Gorgeous name. So here we go. Let's see. What do we have? Relationship moving forward. Well, I've got a positive card for the first one. I have got the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like this is starting to turn around. I feel that this relationship is starting to turn around for you. You know, not everything stays at the bottom. Everything always turns around. It may not turn around in the way we expect, but it always turns around. So I see the energy coming back. I've got the Nine of Swords reversed here. And for you, my dear, it's about letting go of the worry. It's about, I spoke a little moment ago about being self-critical and about worrying. Don't get into your head about what might or might not be happening, because what that does is it raises our emotions, it raises our stress levels. And I feel that if you think that there is something wrong in this relationship, then you need to communicate about it. In terms of the relationship moving forward, I've got the Ace of Wands. So yes, I do feel that there is connection. I do feel that the other person does want to be in this relationship, and there's an opportunity there for it to move forward. I'm going to add a tea point because I haven't been using them tonight, have I? And I've got the question mark. And so what I feel is that moving forward in this relationship is up to you and the other person. It's a free will choice. But I feel in order for it to work, you've got to get out of your head. You've got to get out of the negative thoughts. You've got to look at the facts of what the relationship is about. In terms of his feelings for you, I've got the Judgment card reversed. I feel he's not open about his feelings. He's quite reserved about them. And so for that reason, you're feeling unsure about what is going on. The other thing I will... Oh, and we got the bell again. So I do hope you found that to be of help. And thank you so much for your question. All right. a little bit more about Yule and the winter solstice. There is the tradition going back hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of years, of the Yule log. What happened with the Yule log was that a trunk or a branch was taken from the ash tree and a fire was lit. And the whole idea of this fire being lit was to light a bonfire that everyone in the community would gather around. And that Yule log fire was the carrying on of the light through the winter period. And so people would take a piece of wood from the bonfire and take it home so that they would carry that light into their home. Isn't that a beautiful ritual and ceremony? Something so simple. We can do that in modern times. Now, I don't recommend burning a Yule log in the middle of your lounge room, but you can light a candle. You can light a candle to celebrate the return of the strength of the sun, because the sun was represented by the Holly King and the Oak King. The Holly King rules from midsummer through to midwinter, and the Oak King rules from midwinter through to midsummer. And at Yule, they both battle, and the Oak King wins the battle to the return of the sun. And Amanda says, wow, beautiful. Thank you for that. I do love all of the mythology. As you know, Miss Squirrel is mythology of astrology. Well, I'm the mythology of old rituals. All right, time for our last question. Where has the time gone? This little elf on the shelf has been doing magic to make it go fast, I think. We need to slow it down. So let's do our last question. Who do we have, please? And we have Andrea. Andrea asks, how is my husband Jacob doing and feeling about me? We've been separated for a while. I'm an Aries and he's a Gemini. Okay, so let's have a look. So fire and air, that's a combustible combination, let me tell you. Very much combustible. But let's have a look at what he's feeling. And there we go. All right, so I've got the Tower card. I feel like this was a slow breakdown in the relationship. I feel that it was little things, and then there was that one big thing, and it was done. So I feel like this had been going on for quite a while before you actually broke up. But there was one major thing, and that's the thing that happened quickly. All the little niggly bits that happened over a period of time, and then there was this one thing that was the straw that broke the camel's back. In terms of him, I feel he's moving on. I've got the Knight of Wands here, and I feel like he's taking his own journey now. I hate to say this, but I kind of feel like it's done for you, particularly with this card. And then I've got the Knight of Pentacles reversed as well. And so two knights, one is doing his own thing. The other knight is not doing anything, not moving forward. Unfortunately, I don't see a lot of positive future here with this person. They're just busy getting on with their own life, and I encourage you to get on with yours. Let's do another card for that. Yeah, this is you. You need to become the Queen of Wands, my dear. You're Aries, you're fire energy. This is you in your true self. This is who you truly are, and past relationships have turned you upside down. You are coming back into your own now. Be independent. Be that confident fire Aries energy. Be courageous and step out into your new life. It's all there waiting for you. So I know about the relationship. It's probably maybe not what you want to hear, but look. Wow, did that Christmas hour go fast? I was hopping about like the kangaroo that's behind me tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the show. I hope you've enjoyed your readings. And of course, we've got more coming up. This might be my last show for this year in terms of Innerji The Metaphysical Crone at the 10 p.m. time. I'll be back next year, but we've got a lot more still happening before Christmas. So coming up after this show at midnight, we're going into the magic hour. It is going to be the astrology breakdown with myself.
I have to say this, but you definitely mean January 2nd when your show returns, because you make it sound like it's so far away. Let's make sure
it's not far away. Thank you. The date just went out of my mind because I'm just so excited about Christmas. So yes, I'll be back on the 2nd of January. I won't be wearing my elfies though. I'm sorry about that. So after this, we've got the astrology breakdown with our own Astro Squirrel, and I'll be there as well, putting on my Astro hat. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have our beautiful bunny sugars going down the rabbit hole. And then at 10 p.m., Miss Squirrel is back with those whispers from the forest. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you again in a little while, and happy holidays.